You think your Chihuahua runs to the door because they are just excited that someone came home. But for many Chihuahuas, it is deeper than that. That tiny body rushing toward you, that burst of movement, that urgent little energy is often not random hype. It can be their way of reconnecting, checking that you are back, and pulling you into the emotional space they have been holding for you while you were gone. In a breed this attached, this people-focused, and this emotionally close, the greeting can mean far more than most owners realize. What looks like a cute daily habit may actually be one of the clearest ways your Chihuahua says, "You matter to me. You are back. My safe person is here again." And no, that does not automatically mean something is wrong. In healthy dogs, greeting at the door is often a normal sign of attachment, but here is where it gets important. The sweetest greeting and the most stressed greeting can look similar for one quick moment, until you know what to watch for. Let's get into it. Number 1. More than excitement. A lot of people look at a Chihuahua racing to the door and think, this breed is just dramatic. And yes, Chihuahuas can be expressive. They can be bold, intense, and bigger in emotion than their tiny size should even allow. But that is exactly why this moment gets misunderstood. In most healthy Chihuahuas, the rush to the door is not just random energy exploding out of nowhere. It often reflects attachment, anticipation, and that little wave of relief that comes when their person is finally back. Dogs learn routines more than people realize. They recognize patterns, they notice timing, they catch familiar sounds, and they can even respond to scent and environmental cues that tell them you are close. So when your Chihuahua runs to meet you, they're often not reacting to a door opening. They are reacting to you. And with Chihuahuas, that can feel even more intense because many of them bond so tightly to one or two people. They do not just live in your home. Emotionally, they live around you. They watch for you. 2. They wait for you. They build little rituals around your presence. So no, this does not automatically mean every intense greeting is healthy. Context still matters. But very often, what you are seeing is not chaos. It is reunion. And once you realize that, the next question becomes even more important. If this greeting is a message, what exactly is their body saying? Number 2, what the body is saying. This is where a lot of owners get confused, because a big greeting does not always mean the same thing. One Chihuahua may run to the door with a loose little body, soft eyes, a wiggly posture, and that easy tail motion that feels almost like their whole heart is moving. Another may also rush the door, but with a stiffer body, sharper barking, frantic energy, and trouble settling even after you are home. On the surface, both greetings can look intense, but emotionally, they may be saying very different things. That is why the real meaning is not hidden in the volume of the greeting. It is hidden in the body. With Chihuahuas, this matters even more because they can look extra dramatic just by being who they are. They are tiny, fast, bold, and emotionally expressive. So if you judge only by how loud or explosive the moment feels, you can misread it. A soft, wiggly greeting often suggests your Chihuahua feels safe enough to let their joy spill out. That is very different from a tense, frantic greeting that comes with other signs of distress. And that part matters. One sign by itself does not diagnose separation anxiety. Patterns matter. Context matters. The full picture matters. Once you know how to read that difference, the next layer gets even sweeter because some Chihuahuas do not just greet you, they bring you something. Number 3, the little offering. And then there is the version of this greeting that melts people even faster. Your Chihuahua runs to the door, but not empty-mouthed. They bring a toy, a little blanket, sometimes some random tiny object they chose in that moment. And most owners laugh it off as something silly, pushy, or just attention-seeking. But often, it means more than that. In many dogs, bringing an object during a greeting can be a social offering. It can be a way of sharing emotion, settling excitement, or inviting connection. And in Chihuahuas, that gesture can feel especially personal because this breed often builds very small, very emotional rituals around the people they trust most. That object can become a bridge between waiting for you and finally having you back. It is not always dominance. It is not always manipulation. Very often, it suggests something much softer, a tiny way of saying, I missed you. Here, take this. Come back into my world with me. That is what makes this behavior so powerful. Even the smallest detail in a Chihuahua's greeting can carry real, emotional meaning. And if moments like this remind you how deeply these tiny dogs love, subscribe, like, and share the video with another Chihuahua person who understands that these little rituals are never as small as they look. Because once you see the sweetness in this moment, it also brings up a quiet fear many owners carry. What if this intense greeting means I caused a problem? Number 4. You did not cause this by loving them. This is the part a lot of Chihuahua owners need to hear, especially the ones who feel guilty the moment their little dog loses it at the door. If your Chihuahua greets you with huge emotion, that does not automatically mean you created separation anxiety by loving them too much. That fear has been repeated for years, but newer research does not support the idea that excited greetings cause separation-related problems. In fact, studies have found no clear causal link between high arousal greetings and the development of those behaviors in newly adopted adult dogs. That matters, because Chihuahuas are often deeply attached, one-person dogs. They bond hard, they wait hard, and when you come back, they can react in a way that feels enormous for such a tiny body. But intensity by itself is not proof of damage. Very often it is proof of connection. So if your Chihuahua runs to you like you have been gone forever, that does not mean you loved them the wrong way. It may simply mean your presence matters that much. Now, that does not mean every dog should be handled the same. If a Chihuahua is already showing a bigger pattern of distress, calmer arrivals can still help lower arousal. But for many healthy dogs, a joyful greeting is not a mistake. And once that guilt starts to lift, a more important question comes into focus. When does a sweet greeting stay sweet, and when does it start asking for closer attention? Number 5. When the message changes. This is where love needs to stay honest. A Chihuahua greeting you at the door is usually something sweet, but the moment deserves closer attention when it suddenly changes, or when it comes with other signs that something deeper may be wrong. If your Chihuahua is also panicking when left alone, barking non-stop, destroying things near exits, having accidents in the house, or staying frantic even after you return, that greeting may be part of a bigger stress pattern. And if they suddenly stop greeting you at all, that can matter too. With a small breed like a Chihuahua, subtle fear, discomfort, pain, or physical stress can shift behavior fast. So a missing door run does not always mean the bond is weaker. Sometimes it means your dog is struggling in a way you cannot see yet. That is the deeper truth here. The real clue is not just intensity, it is change, pattern, and context. And this is why punishment is the wrong response. If a Chihuahua is overwhelmed, scolding them does not teach calm. It damages trust. If the behavior feels new, extreme, or paired with other warning signs, ruling out a medical issue with a vet is the smartest first step. Because once you understand what is normal, what is emotional, and what deserves help, you are finally ready for the deepest meaning behind this tiny daily ritual. Number 6. You are home to them. At the deepest level, this is why this moment matters so much. For many healthy Chihuahuas, running to the door is not just a habit, it is a daily love language. This breed often bonds in a very close, very personal way. Chihuahuas tend to watch their person, follow their rhythms, and build their little world around that connection. So when they hear you, smell you, or sense that you are finally back, that rush to the door can mean something incredibly simple and incredibly deep at the same time. You are here. My person is home. My safe place just came back. That is why this greeting can feel bigger than the moment itself. It often suggests attachment, relief, anticipation, and that quiet sense of pack reconnection dogs carry so naturally. In a Chihuahua, that feeling can look extra intense, not because it is fake, but because their bond with you is often so focused and so emotionally close. So no, it is not always just a cute little routine. Very often, it is one of the clearest ways your Chihuahua expresses trust, emotional security, and love. The next time that tiny body races to the door, you will probably never see it the same way again. And if you love understanding these little Chihuahua signals on a deeper level, subscribe, like, and share this with another Chihuahua owner. Then tell me in the comments what your Chihuahua does when you walk through the door.